Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and welcome, Madam Secretary. It's always great to see you. Today, Mr. Chairman, ultrasound imaging has given us a window to the womb and the child within, and microsurgery and a myriad of fetal health interventions are commonplace. Today, as never before, unborn children ought to be viewed as humanity's youngest patients in need of proper prenatal care, nurturing, and when sick, diagnosis and treatment. The prevention of mother-to-child HIV transmission got a major boost from PEPFAR, and I'm happy to say that commitment continues and is expanded in the Global Health Initiative. The Global Health Initiative must, however, ensure that even the unplanned and unintended unborn child is welcomed, cared for, and included in the initiative. I was disappointed to read on page 14 of the consultation document that unintended pregnancy seems to be relegated to the status of a disease, juxtaposed between HIV and tropical diseases. Pregnancy isn't a disease. The child in the womb is neither a tumor nor a parasite to be destroyed. I am, Mr. Chairman, deeply concerned that with the elimination of the Mexico City policy by executive order last year, NGO implementing partners may actively seek to integrate abortion with the many necessary and noble undertakings funded by the Global Health Initiative. Therefore, I respectfully ask that the administration consider that for many of us, all abortion, legal or illegal, is violence against children, poses significant, often underappreciated risks to women, and especially, and this is largely unfocused upon, to children later born to post-abortive women. The term safe abortion, in my opinion, is the ultimate oxymoron. Child dismemberment, forced premature expulsion from the womb by chemicals like misoprostol, deliberate starvation by RU-46 can never ever be construed to be benign, compassionate, or safe. Millennium Development Goal number 4 seeks a reduction in child mortality. Abortion is child mortality. Safe abortion, at least 102 studies show significant psychological harm, major depression, and elevated suicide risks to women who abort. Recently, the Times of London reported, and I quote in pertinent part, that senior psychiatrists say that new evidence has uncovered a clear link between abortion and mental illness in women with no previous history of psychological problems. They found that, quote, women who have had abortions have twice the level of psychological problems and 3 times the level of depression as women who have given birth or who have never been pregnant. In 2006, a comprehensive New Zealand study found that almost 80%, 78.6% to be exact, of the 15 to 18-year-olds who had abortions displayed symptoms of major depression as compared to 31% of their peers. And that study also found that 27% of the 21 to 25-year-old women who had abortions had suicidal idealizations compared to 8% of those who did not. Safe abortion, not for subsequent children born to women who have had an abortion. At least 113 studies show a significant association between abortion and subsequent premature births. For example, a study by researchers Shah and Zhou showed a 36% increased risk for preterm birth after 1 abortion and a staggering 93% increased risk after 2. Similarly, the risk of subsequent children being born with low birth weight increases by 35% after 1 and 72% after 2 or more abortions. Another study showed the risk increased 9 times after a woman had 3 abortions. Clearly, this terrible consequence has been overlooked and under-focused upon for far too long. What does this mean for her children? Preterm birth is the leading cause of infant mortality in the industrialized world after congenital anomalies. Preterm infants have a greater risk of suffering from chronic lung disease, sensory deficits, cerebral palsy, cognitive impairments, and behavioral problems. Low birth weight is similarly associated with neonatal mortality and morbidity. Finally, I would respectfully submit that if we are truly serious about reducing maternal mortality, women, especially in the developing world, need access to proper maternal health care, skilled birth attendants, safe blood. I had a hearing that I chaired years ago on safe blood, and a WHO representative said 44% of maternal mortality goes away in Africa if there is the availability of safe blood. So I would ask respectfully that these things be considered.
The time of the gentleman has expired. The gentleman from